welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into the world of finance, trying to uncover what it really takes to be a bank manager. Someone out there has big ambitions.
And they've come to the right place. This isn't just about, crunching numbers. We're going to break down this complex role from the technical expertise to the people skills,
Yeah.
all the things you need to succeed.
Yeah, it's going to be like, think of this as your cheat sheet to the world of banking.
Okay, I like it.
So our main source for this deep dive is RoleCatcher. It seems like a really great resource for anyone, who's looking to level up their career.
Definitely. And they really go beyond just the basics. What I thought was really interesting about RoleCatcher's guide was how much they emphasize the range of skills a bank manager actually needs. It's not just about finance, it's about leadership, strategic thinking, navigating compliance. It's a multifaceted role.
Yeah. So, okay, let's unpack this a little. What exactly does a bank manager do on a day-to-day basis?
Well, imagine this. You're not just managing money, you're managing people. You're making sure the bank is operating smoothly, ethically, and you're making those strategic decisions that really, they affect the financial well-being of your clients, right?
Yeah, it's a high-stakes juggling act.
It is.
The guide mentions things like loan origination and mitigating financial risk, and I have to admit, I don't know what those are. Can you break down what those actually entail?
Absolutely. So loan origination, it's basically the process of evaluating and then approving loan applications. So think of it like playing financial detective. You're examining someone's financial history, you're assessing their ability to repay the loan, and then based on all that, you decide whether or not to actually give them that loan.
So it's about analyzing data, but it's also understanding the human stories behind those numbers.
Exactly. And mitigating financial risks, that ties directly into that. It's about looking ahead, anticipating potential problems, like someone defaulting on their loan, and then putting measures in place to minimize the impact on the bank and obviously on its customers.
So it sounds like you need a really unique blend of analytical skills, but then also this emotional intelligence to really thrive in this role.
Absolutely. And that's where those soft skills come in.
Right.
The active listening, the clear communication, even negotiation.
That makes sense. You're dealing with people's money, their financial dreams, sometimes their anxieties.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to build trust and make sure that everyone's on the same page.
For sure. Imagine this. A small business owner. They come to you, they're worried about getting a loan to keep their company afloat. As a bank manager, you need to not only look at the financials, see if the loan makes sense, but also connect with them on a human level. Communicate clearly and empathetically, guide them through the process. It's a lot.
So you're not just a number cruncher. You're a counselor, a strategist, a problem solver, all rolled into one.
That's a great way to put it.
RoleCatcher also highlights how important it is to stay updated on digital banking trends. It's not all mahogany desks and green lampshades anymore, is it?
No, definitely not. Although those might exist in some boardroom somewhere, today's bank manager needs to be tech savvy. Think about online platforms, mobile banking apps, the whole fintech revolution. That's where things are headed.
It seems like the financial landscape is just constantly evolving. So RoleCatcher outlines a pretty clear career progression for aspiring bank managers, but they emphasize that it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, it really is. It's this structured path that often starts with roles like a bank officer and then goes through junior and senior positions, ultimately leading to that, coveted bank manager title.
You're not handed the keys to the vault on day one.
No, you've got to earn it.
What I found interesting was how much they emphasized continuous learning, even for people who are already established in their careers.
Yeah, and that's important in any field, but especially in finance, right? Things are changing so quickly. RoleCatcher suggests looking into certifications, things like becoming a certified bank auditor or a certified financial planner. They say that not only, deepens your knowledge, but it shows that you're serious about professional growth.
It's like leveling up in a video game.
Exactly.
You're gaining experience, you're unlocking new skills, and then you get to tackle those bigger and bigger challenges. But before we get into the specifics of each of those stages, let's talk about what it takes to even get your foot in the door. RoleCatcher actually gives some pretty great sample interview questions.
Oh, yeah.
It's like getting a sneak peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, those sample questions, those are so valuable for
Right.
understanding what those hiring managers are really looking for. And the key is, not memorizing the answers,
Right.
but using them as a springboard to show off how you think, how your experiences actually connect back to the job.
It's like that old saying, fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
So
But hopefully this deep dive will have everyone feeling prepped and confident. So let's walk through those career stages, starting right at the beginning. What does it actually mean to be an entry-level bank officer?
Hmm.
What are you doing every day, and what skills do you absolutely need to have at that starting line?
So think of it as like the foundation
Yep.
of your banking career.
Got it.
At this stage, it's all about mastering those essential skills. You're helping customers with their everyday transactions. You're learning all the different banking products and services inside and out.
Right.
And you're there to support your more senior colleagues. You're the friendly face of the bank, the person who makes it less intimidating for customers.
So you're building up those, like those customer service skills right from the get-go.
Yeah, for sure.
It's about more than just like processing a transaction.
It's building relationships, building trust. Absolutely.
Yeah, and RoleCatcher actually has this sample profile. For this stage that really brings it to life, they describe someone who already has a solid understanding of the bank's products and services.
Right.
They can provide accurate information, be super helpful to those customers.
Makes sense.
They're already exceeding expectations with their customer service
Wow, yeah.
and showing that they're eager to learn and grow.
They've got that hungry to learn attitude.
Totally, yeah. It's all
Yeah.
about proving yourself and absorbing as much knowledge as you can.
Exactly.
But what happens when you're ready to, like, step up your game? How is a junior bank officer different?
So this is where your responsibilities really start to grow,
Okay.
and you have the opportunity to make a bigger impact.
Okay.
RoleCatcher says that you're now managing those customer accounts more independently,
Okay.
and you might even be giving personalized financial advice
Oh, wow.
based on their individual needs.
So you're not just explaining how to deposit a check.
Right, exactly.
You're actually helping them plan for their futures.
Yeah, buying a home.
Starting a business.
Exactly.
No.
And there's a lot more emphasis on analysis now, too.
Yeah.
So you're helping with those loan originations, maybe even doing some of the initial financial analysis for potential borrowers, and really starting to understand how to assess risk.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
So it seems like having strong analytical skills is, like, essential at this stage.
Yeah, crucial. You got to be comfortable digging into those financial statements, making sense of all that data.
Right. And RoleCatcher's sample profile for
Yeah.
this junior bank officer, they really highlight those analytical skills, right?
Yeah.
They're talking about someone with experience in loan origination,
Okay.
who's great at collaborating across different departments,
Love that. Yeah.
and they have a track record of success.
They're killing it.
They're getting things done, right?
Yeah.
It's about understanding how all the pieces fit together,
Right.
how all those different products and services can help the clients achieve what they want to achieve.
Totally.
It's like leveling up in that video game, right? You've gained all this experience, you've honed your skills, and now you're ready for some bigger and more exciting challenges.
Bring it on.
Which leads us to the senior bank officer.
Okay.
What does it actually take to reach this level?
So this is where you go from doing the work to leading the work.
Okay.
As a senior bank officer, you're the one coming up with the strategies and then putting them into action to make sure the bank hits its goals. Think of it like you're conducting an orchestra.
Okay.
You're not just playing an instrument anymore.
Right. You've got the whole
You're
picture.
leading the whole ensemble.
It's a whole different level of leadership.
Exactly. You're mentoring a team of bank officers. You're guiding their development. You're looking ahead to see those risks and figure out how to deal with them.
Right.
And you're really cultivating those relationships with key people.
So you need to have, like, your finger on the pulse of how the entire branch is performing.
Absolutely. It's a balancing act, for sure.
You need the leadership skills to motivate your team. You need the financial knowledge to make those smart decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need the communication skills to keep everyone on the same page.
You've got it.
That's a lot.
RoleCatcher, they paint this picture of a senior bank officer as someone who's got an impressive education, often a master's in finance,
Wow.
and certifications in risk management and leadership.
Wow.
They are all about upholding the highest standards.
It's not enough to just, like, be good with money.
Right.
You also have to be an ethical leader.
Exactly. And that's how you build trust.
Which is huge.
It is, yeah. That's how you protect the bank's reputation and the client's trust.
It all ties together. But hold on, there's one more stepping stone before you reach the very top, right?
Right?
Tell me about the assistant bank manager role.
Okay, so this is where you master the operational side of things.
Yeah,
You're basically the bank manager's right-hand person.
like you see.
You're overseeing all those daily activities, making sure everything runs without a hitch,
Right.
and tackling any problems that pop up.
Got it.
You're developing policies and procedures, fostering a good work environment, making sure it's a good place to be,
Hmm.
and of course, keeping a very close eye on the branch's financial performance.
So you have to be like a master delegator.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
need exceptional problem-solving skills
Hmm.
and a really deep understanding of how everything works.
How it all fits together.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's a lot.
It is, but the assistant bank manager, they're like the oil that keeps the whole machine running smoothly.
Right, I like that.
They have to anticipate those problems before they happen, make quick decisions when they need to, and communicate clearly with their team and the higher-ups.
Wow, that is a critical role. It
Yes.
requires like operational expertise, amazing people skills,
Hmm.
and that big picture understanding of what the bank is trying to achieve.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
you've climbed the ranks, you've put in the work, you've honed your skills, and now you're finally ready for that ultimate challenge.
Here we go.
Becoming the bank manager. What does RoleCatcher have to say about this top spot? What really makes a bank manager stand out?
So this is it. This is the top of the banking pyramid, right?
The peak.
As bank manager, you're the captain steering the ship, making sure that branch is successful.
Hmm.
You're setting the course, you're making sure everyone's following the rules, you're managing the budget, and creating a positive and productive workplace for your team.
So it's way more than just the numbers.
It's about people.
It's about the bank's reputation, the impact you have on people's lives.
It is. It is. It's a big responsibility.
It really is.
You're managing hopes and dreams and concerns. The best bank managers, they get that behind every transaction, every loan, every interaction. There's a person with a story.
It's about leading with empathy, not just, financial knowledge.
You've got it. So RoleCatcher, they give us the sample profile of a bank manager.
Okay.
And they've usually worked their way up through different roles.
Okay.
They often have a master's in finance or something similar.
That makes sense.
But it's more than just the degree, right?
Right.
What really sets them apart is their track record of making good strategies and sticking to them.
Yeah.
Their commitment to doing things the right way, ethically,
Right.
and their dedication to always learning and growing.
Yeah, always learning.
Always. They're like lifelong students of finance.
They have to be because it's changing so quickly.
Exactly. Always adapting. But you're so right. It's that mix of hard skills and soft skills.
Right.
Being able to analyze the numbers and connect with people, build that trust, inspire their team.
And that leads perfectly into RoleCatcher's insights on those, like, essential functions and abilities
Yes,
that make a bank manager really great.
totally.
It's those qualities that take you from good to exceptional. So we're talking about those qualities that you can't really, learn from a textbook.
Right. Those intangible things.
Yeah, that really make a bank manager exceptional.
What I find really interesting is how much RoleCatcher emphasizes soft skills.
Oh.
They say, yeah, you got to have the financial knowledge, that's a given, but it's the human element that really sets people apart.
Interesting.
They highlight active listening as like a core skill.
Okay, that makes sense.
Think about it. You could have a young couple coming in for their first mortgage.
Right.
You could have a seasoned investor looking to, play the market, diversify their portfolio,
Totally.
maybe even an employee who's having their own financial worries.
Right, right.
And you need to be able to really listen and understand what they need.
It's about remembering that everyone brings like their own story, their own concern.
Exactly,
My-
exactly. And then being able to communicate clearly, that's huge too.
Oh, for sure.
You're explaining these like complicated financial things.
Right, right,
But you got to make it make sense, whether you're talking to a client or someone on your team,
right.
even, a board of directors.
So it's like you're a translator almost,
Yeah, exactly.
taking this financial jargon
Right.
and making it understandable.
You got to be a financial whisperer.
I like that. I like that.
And we can't forget about problem solving.
Oh, of course.
That's a big one. The financial world is constantly throwing curveballs, right?
Right.
A good bank manager, they can think on their feet, they analyze risk, they come up with solutions.
And they stay calm under pressure.
Exactly. You got to be adaptable, resourceful, think 3 steps ahead.
Right, right.
And last but not least, there's leadership.
Okay, the big one.
It's not just about the money, right? It's about leading your team, making sure everyone's working together, and building a positive, productive environment.
Creating that culture of excellence.
Yes. Leading by example, empowering your team, making sure everyone feels valued and respected.
So if someone's out there listening to this
Yeah.
and they're thinking, hey, becoming a bank manager, that sounds like something I want to do.
Yeah.
What's the one piece of advice that RoleCatcher would give them?
Never stop learning. The financial world, it never stands still, right?
Always.
Always. New technology, new rules, new challenges popping up all the time.
Right.
bank managers, they got to be the ultimate lifelong learners.
Always be learning, always be adapting.
Exactly.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground here today.
We really have.
We really dug deep into what it takes to become a bank manager.
It's a journey, that's for sure.
It is. It's challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding.
I think so.
It's a chance to grow, to lead, and to really make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully this deep dive has given everyone listening some things to think about.
Yeah, some practical tips, some inspiration.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe we've even inspired some future bank managers out there.
Now, here's something to ponder as you're, on your own career journey. With all this new technology, artificial intelligence, automation, a lot of people are wondering, what role is there going to be for human connection in the future, for empathy, for those soft skills we've been talking about? It's a big question, and it's one worth thinking about. Until next time, happy banking.